Good evening, everybody. I'm Mr. Tucson, and tonight I'm going to introduce to you the Philippine Geography, otherwise the map of the Philippines. Philippines can be seen in Southeast Asia. On the right is the Pacific Ocean, and the left is the China Sea. To the bottom is the Sulu Sea, Sabah, and the north going to Taiwan, China. The Philippines is made up of three big islands. This, from the north, is Luzon, and from here in the middle is the Visayan Island. And to the south is the Mindanao Island. And the Philippines, from north down to south, has 7,641 islands. And there are lots of nice beaches all
along
over.
each coast, huh?
And very nice water. Very deep sea water. So many people are good deep sea diving and surfing also over here. The capital of the Philippines is Manila. It's in the center of Luzon. They call it the National Capital Region. And the first city of the Philippines is Cebu City.
Oh, it's
Here.
the first city.
Cebu City because that Portuguese navigator by the name of Ferdinand Magellan under the Spain fleet, the first one to landed here in Cebu City, and he was able to meet that Filipino hero. The name is Lapu-Lapu. Now,
Is anything named after Lapu-Lapu?
yeah, there's Lapu-Lapu, but it's small only. Okay, now, since Magellan is Spanish, under the Spanish fleet, he named the Philippines under the name of the King Philip of Spain, King Philip II. That's why it's called Philippines.
So that was Magellan that did that.
Yeah, it was Magellan. So, in the Philippines, there are lots of dialects, about 120 dialects. But the one they're using is Tagalog, or the standardized, they call it Filipino. But at the same time, the medium of instruction there is English and Tagalog. They use it in education, communication, in the books, and some other purposes. Okay? The Philippines is well known for different kinds of fruits, sweet fruits, and good food. And the national food of the Philippines is called adobo. It's a chicken adobo. See? Now,
Is lumpia the national holiday food then?
lumpia also is one of the best delicious food of the Philippines. It is derived from China, but however, the Filipinos change it to a better kind of delicious food. See? And the Filipinos, they are very hospitable people. And they know how to make friends with other people. So, the Philippines, if you are here in northern Luzon, in the rightmost corner here, which is my province, the Cagayan Valley province, we speak here Ibanag, Ilocano, Itawis. In the middle is called the Cordillera Province, which is called the Mountain Province. where you could find Baguio City, the summer capital of the Philippines, because this is where you could feel a very better and cool atmosphere.
It's very north. I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
this is
So
north.
Cagayan is right
Yeah.
there, right?
Yeah.
And Tuguegarao is like this.
It's in the Cagayan
Right.
Valley region. Yeah.
Okay.
This is called the region
What is
region.
this one?
This is
Cabagan?
Cabagan. This is
Cabagan.
Isabela. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now, in the middle, so there is the Cordillera, Baguio, Benguet, and people here are called Igorots, Ifugaos, and some other indigenous people. And to the leftmost part of northern Luzon is the Ilocos region, Marcos region. Okay? And this is Lawag, the birthplace, the Batak is the birthplace of that President Ferdinand Marcos. There's also the vegan. You could see there the old Spanish houses, and it is a very nice tourist destination.
But don't be fooled. They eat meat at vegan.
Yeah, but of course, vegan does not literally say vegetables. It's vegan, the capital of Ilocos Sur, while the capital of Ilocos Norte is Lawag. Vegan is called the Nueve Caseras during the Spanish regime. See, Nueva Caseras. So down the way, we have the La Union, San Pedro La Union, Pangasinan, going down to Zambales, where used to be the military base of the U.S. Navy and U.S. Armed
Oh,
Forces.
the U.S.
Here in Olongapo. See? Olongapo and Subic.
Where's Bataan and like everything
Bataan.
up there?
But this northern tip of the Philippines is Batanes. The most northern island of the Philippines is called Batanes
Is that
Island.
where Corregidor is?
And Corregidor is over here, close to Manila.
Oh, okay.
See, Mariveles, those close to Corregidor. So that's where the last American general surrendered, General Jonathan Wainwright. See? So in the middle, in the heart of Manila, it composed of 12 cities. Pasay, Makati, those are the cities that are real developed cities in the Philippines. So, going down is Mindoro, still a part of Luzon.
Oh, really?
And this Marinduque, small island.
Is Legazpi a part of
Yeah.
Luzon too? Where
So-
does it cut off?
Oh, okay. This is Marinduque. This is the center province of the Philippines. See, look at this. It is in the center like a heart. That's called
The heart of the Philippines?
the heart of the Philippines in the
Oh.
middle, which is called Marinduque.
I've never heard of
See?
Marinduque. And that's also, you're still Ilocano, you're still from Luzon?
The one that the dialect here is Tagalog. Okay, the Tagalog speaking people are here in Nueva Ecija down to Bulacan. See? Down to Bulacan, close to Manila, and Cavite.
So when you're saying
Huh?
we are Ilocano, that means we also speak Ilocano,
Yeah.
and then Igorot, and then
Yeah.
what is this one? Ibanag?
Ilocanja. This one is Ilocanja, Ilocos region. This is Cagayan Valley region. This is Mountain Province or Cordillera region.
So
In the Cagayan Valley, there are three major dialects. Ibanag, Ilocano, and Itawis.
oh, that's right.
Yeah, like your cousin Ronald, he speaks Itawis.
So if you're from any of these sections, then you're considered either Ilocano or Ibanag or anything else. So you're identified by your province then. Okay.
Most of the people here in northern Luzon, above Manila, they know how to speak Ilocano. Ilocano. That is
So that's more universal, even though there are other languages.
Yeah, even though there are
Okay.
some other dialects. Yeah.
You know what, Dad? We're gonna have to do you'll do a general overview, and then we'll have to break it down
Yeah.
by sections.
Yeah, now we are in the break in the bisection. Okay. You could see that this long island here is still a part of Luzon. We call it the Bicol Region.
Oh,
Bicolandia.
that's Bicol.
Yeah, that's where Nelia is. And this Vice President, Lenny Robredo, is from Bicol Region. So from Bicol Region, this is the cut-off of the island of Luzon. This one, Mindoro. And now after that, you come to the Visayas, the Visayan Islands of the Philippines. On the east part of Visaya is Samar, Leyte, eastern part.
So does
That's Joe is here, you know.
so does Visayas start at the sea then? The Visayas Sea right here. So Masbate is
Masbate
still
is
part
still
of.
a part of. Okay, Masbate is a part of Visaya. That's where the province of Lilia.
Oh.
Lilia is here from Masbate in Placer. See, and then so
there's
this
Samar.
is the Visaya, Leyte, Samar, where Romualdo Marcos is, where Candy and Joa
There's
province.
a city called General MacArthur.
Because MacArthur, okay, this is a very good story. That's very good. You asked the question.
Okay, so
Okay, when General MacArthur made his promise, saying, "I shall return
you need to wear that shirt.
to the Philippines," you know, from Alaska or Australia, from here down under. Okay, this is called down under below. Over here, he made a ship, a sail, and then they landed here in General MacArthur. See, they landed.
Tacloban. Oh,
here.
that's Tacloban, where
Yeah,
they
that's-
recently, during a few years ago, they had that huge
Yeah,
tsunami, right?
tsunami. This is where the Tacloban, Leyte, Samar. There is a storm surge that killed thousands of Filipinos there living. So MacArthur landed here. He made his promise, "I shall return." So with the other Filipino official and other general, so they again regained the Philippines, fighting this Japanese imperialist army. Okay, so that is the war during that 1945 when MacArthur come back to regain the Philippines. So the eastern part of the Visayan province, the Leyte and Samar, going to the left, to the west, is the Cebu City. That's the capital of Cebu, is Cebu City. See? Then going further more to the left is the Negros. Negros province. See? There you could see the sugar plantation of the Philippines where they get sugar.
Oh.
Negros.
Negros is sugar.
See? And then going to the left, upper left, is the Panay Island. Okay, listen very carefully. This is the place you have been before. You know what's this?
Iloilo.
Iloilo. That's where your mommy was
I
born.
never heard the name Panay though.
The island, the whole island here is Panay Island. And Panay Island is composed of Iloilo, Capiz, the capital is Rojas City, where Nining is where your mom graduated, Capiz. Then Calibo, this is Aklan. That is close to the Boracay.
Oh.
See, if you go to
Calibo.
Calibo, Aklan, you ride a boat and go to the Boracay Island. See?
Okay, and Boracay is just very small, right? So that's
It's a
why
small
it's not
island.
on here.
That's why they did not put it. It should be here, the Boracay Island. And to the left is the Antique. Antique is also a part of the Panay Island. See? Those are the Visayas. Visayas from here, Masbate, Panay Island, Negros, and it's also the Bohol Island. See? This one, the small is Bohol. See? Now, there is an island here, going to the left, close to the China Sea.
Oh,
This is called
Palawan.
Palawan. Still a part of Luzon. And
And
the
this
capital is Puerto Princesa. There you could see a very nice
This
El
is the
Nido. See?
This is the vacational
Vacational
spot,
area.
right?
See? El Nido, Coron.
This is the Bahamas of the Philippines, even
Yeah.
though the Philippines is still kind of like Bahamas.
Many tourists come here. See? To spend their vacation.
And so this whole thing is Visayas.
No,
So
this one is still a part of Luzon.
Palawan.
Palawan.
Is it Palawan or Palawan?
Palawan.
Palawan. It's
Puerto
still
Princesa.
part of Luzon.
Like
Okay.
this. See? Masbate is the boundary. See? Like that. Romblon is still also a Bisaya. This one, Romblon. See, like that. This is the Bisaya. Going down is the Bisaya. See? So, below, the Visayan island is the Mindanao Island.
Wow.
See, between Leyte, then Surigao, that's the start of the Mindanao Island. See? Mindanao, everything here up to Sulu, Tawi-Tawi, the southernmost tip of the Philippines, where I came from.
So
When
what
I was
is
in the army.
this?
This is Malaysia.
Oh, that's
This
the
is
tip
Sabah.
of Malaysia, or
This is the country of Malaysia.
Is it the east of Malaysia or the north of
North
Malaysia?
of Malaysia.
Okay,
This is
so
the north.
Malaysia's there.
Yeah, this is the
Okay.
North Borneo. See, used to be owned by the Philippines.
This
See,
real quick, do the Philippines and Malaysia like interact at all because they're so close?
oh yeah, because there was been a land bridges. Okay, land bridges. Most
What
of the
happened-
Malaysian they walk going here into the Philippines, also here, because actually Philippines is a Malay country. It derives its originality or its aborigine from here, Sabah, Malaysia,
So
and Indonesia.
people lived here first and then they went into the
Yeah,
Philippines.
that's right. They migrate
I see.
going there.
Or at least they think so. Because
Yeah,
there must have still been people spilled over. Not
And
us.
the faces of these people living here in Sabah, Indonesia, look
That's
like
similar.
Filipinos too.
Because we're all Asian island
Oh
people.
yeah, Polynesian, Asian Polynesian
Yeah. Polynesia.
group of island. See?
And then
That's
some
why they
and then
could walk.
some of the Australians, like the
Yeah.
Aboriginal.
No, yeah. At the,
They
at the
look-
bottom is the Australian and New Zealand. Down under.
So
So,
during World War II then, whose side was Malaysia on?
Malaysia is under the British colony.
Oh,
British.
they were a British colony,
Yeah.
so they were our side still. So
It's
we all were
UK,
okay
United,
over here.
yeah, British.
Okay.
Just like Australia, New Zealand, they're under the British colony, under the British Kingdom, UK. Now, the Mindanao area is comprised by the Surigao area, Surigao, Cagayan de Oro, Butuan. Surigao is a very nice surfing area also
Oh.
in Mindanao.
So this
See?
is well known out of all the Philippines, Surigao.
Surigao is well known.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, Surigao.
Oh,
The other one, Surigao.
Surigao.
And the
Oh,
beaches
look,
there,
a San Jose.
yeah, San Jose. That's a part of the Dumagat Island in San Jose. See? And now we have the Butuan Island, Cagayan de Oro. See?
What does de oro mean? Gold?
Cagayan, yeah, Cagayan of gold. Whereas here in our province, Cagayan Valley, Cagayan Valley. It's a valley. Okay, I'll tell you why it is a valley.
Right.
Okay, the mountain ranges on the right is the Sierra Madre mountain ranges. It's very long. See, look, Sierra Madre going up, right? However, in the other side is the Cordillera Mountains, which is called the mountains of the mountain province. And here is Tugigarao, see? That's why it's called valley. It's in the middle of two tall, long range
Oh, okay.
mountain. See?
Okay.
That's why it's called valley. Cagayan de Oro is about gold. Cagayan with gold. That's what they're saying. So,
Was that named that way after World War II? Or
uh,
was it always, did they
yeah,
find gold there
before
before?
Second World War.
Would people mine for gold here?
Probably during those times, because the name is Spanish. De Oro means gold.
Yeah.
See?
So
Now,
that's how you know if it sounds Spanish, the Spanish named it.
most of the name here is Spanish. That's why the Spanish regime was the one who named these places. So we have this Mindanao is mixed up with Muslim Filipinos. Mix up of Christian and Muslim. See? And this Muslim come from here, somewhere in Indonesia.
From
That's why
Indonesia.
these Filipinos over here was converted to Islam.
Is Indonesia right here?
Yeah, Indonesia.
And then-
Over here is the Indonesia.
Indonesia, and,
And
then,
then-
Australia,
And
somewhere
then
down
Malaysia. These are also Muslim here.
here. Yeah, and then is Australia kind of below and to the east of Indonesia?
Much lower than Indonesia.
Oh, much lower.
And
Okay.
New Zealand is the lowest.
Okay.
And Palau Island. There's also Palau Island there. Okay?
Okay.
So, Manny Pacquiao, okay, is here.
Possible future President Pacquiao.
And he is now a aspiring president of the Philippines because of his well-known boxing hero. So, General Santos, that's the place of Pacquiao. He represents General Santos and Sarangani Province. See? He is where Pacquiao is. To the upper part is the Cotabato. It's a composition also of Muslim and Christian. Davao City, one of the biggest province in Mindanao. That is where the president come from. President Duterte is here from Davao.
Current President
See, imagine,
Duterte.
he fly.
Where are the Aquinos from?
Okay, I will tell you later. Davao is too far to Manila, so he is from Davao. He will fly to Manila.
How
To the
long of a
Malacanang.
flight is that? 4
About
hours?
45 minutes.
Oh, only
45 to 1 hour.
If you were to take this and compare it to California,
Yeah.
is the Philippines...
Okay, California, because, China Sea is to the left, right? West Sea in the Philippines is to the left is China Sea. To the right of the Philippines is what?
Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, Pacific Ocean, going
Hawaii.
fly Hawaii, and then go to California. See, that is the route. When you go from the Philippines to the United States in California, which flight is about 12 hours to 14 hours. It depends on the wind, okay?
But is the Philippines bigger than California?
Okay, Philippines is smaller than California. And the Philippines is as big as Italy.
Oh.
And a little bit smaller than Arizona, state of Arizona.
Okay.
That is how you compare the
So that
the
means...
land area of the Philippines is 300,000 meters square. Square meaning in every grid square.
So that means that California, though shaped differently, is technically bigger than Arizona.
Yeah, because
That makes sense, because Arizona... Oh, yeah, Arizona itself is small. I was
because
thinking
you are
this is-
talking about the land area. See?
All of the islands squished
Or if you
together.
push together, that is already the land area. Because these are the water territory. See? They are not compressed into one island. Unlike here, in the United States, they have so many borders between states. See, that's why you cannot see the water between the states. Okay? So, the eastern part is going to California, which is the Pacific Ocean. Now, since this is a Pacific Ocean, most of the typhoon come from Pacific Ocean. So it travels either from here going to Tacloban, Samar, going to the north over here in Cagayan and Batanes.
So the way it hits first is this way.
Yeah, that is the route.
So, but usually, like it still hits up here, but usually on on the side of the Pacific, so
Yeah.
you don't get much from the China Sea.
From China Sea to the east, there is no much typhoon there.
Is that because the world goes clockwise, or it kind of goes like this?
It's elliptical.
Oh,
The globe is turning elliptically, not circular like that. It's different position,
oh, it's going like
elliptical.
this.
And the Philippines, if you are looking at a globe, it is close to the equator. What is the equator means? Equator is the middle of the globe. See? The equator is not here, but if you get a globe close to the equator, that's why the Philippines has a hot temperature, like Ecuador.
So everything close to the
Anything
equator.
close to equator, like Ecuador in South America, Ecuador is very hot also. That's why it's called Quito, Ecuador. Ecuador means equator. See? And California is much closer to equator than the West Coast. See? So, this Mindanao area, so the present is from here, Davao City. And this is a combination, this one, Iligan City, Marawi City, that's the latest battle was done here in Marawi, see? In Marawi, here. I was there also before. And then, this is Zamboanga Peninsula.
Oh, Zamboanga.
See, this is Pagadian. This is where Rizal was exiled. The Pitan, the Polo.
Where is Rizal from initially?
Initially, Rizal is here in Laguna, here. Close to the, it's in Troy's place, Laguna, Calamba, Laguna.
Is that where all of his historic things
Yeah,
are?
this one. Los Baños is already Laguna. Our Lagro house is here in Quezon City. See, Quezon
So
City?
I went to Laguna before.
Yeah, Laguna.
Right.
Yeah, Batangas here. This is where you go, in Batangas.
Did I go to? Yeah, Batangas
Yeah, this one.
was the beach I went to.
Yeah,
right?
this, Batangas, see?
Okay.
You were there. So, Rizal, when he was captured by the Spanish, he was brought to here in Dapitan. See, very far, huh? So, this is, the capital is Dipolo, here in northern Zamboanga. Going down to Zamboanga is Zamboanga City. That's where I was assigned. Zamboanga. See, very nice, huh? From Zamboanga, you go down. This is,
Isabel.
it is called Isabela, it is Basilan. It's Basilan, Lamitan. Those is a combination of Christian and Muslim too. See? And they speak here in Zamboanga over here. To Basilan, they speak Spanish. Spanish means mix Visayan dialect and Spanish. They call themselves Chabacano.
So where this is all Zamboanga?
Yeah, this
oh,
one.
just here.
Up to Zamboanga, and this island here is Lamitan Isabela, which is Basilan. Okay, this is also a Chabacano, but it's a combination of Christian and Muslim. Even Zamboanga, combination Christian-Muslim.
Oh, that's crazy. So it's a very religious mix.
That's why there is always a
There's
battle
always
here.
an issue
Conflict. The conflict is over here. Where there is a combination of Christian and Muslim, there is a conflict. Okay.
So the people so this is all Mindanao. This is all considered Kampampang. What are the people called if they're from? Oh no, never mind. It's from the
I will go
provinces.
further.
Okay.
Furthermore is Holo, Sulu. That is
Sulu.
where I was assigned.
Yeah.
In Holo, Sulu. The people
that-
here are
was
called
that
Tausug.
Was that the main place you were, or you jumped around?
Oh, as a military man, you don't have a permanent assignment. You could I was also assigned here in Isabela, here, Santiago, Isabela, Ilagan, Isabela, close to Tuguegarao, in my province. I was also assigned here in Pampanga. Yeah, that's San Fernando, Pampanga. See, and my where
Yeah.
Junior is, Pampanga. And this Cabanatuan, this is where Rose Province, Rose in Acosta.
Why did I always think that Pampanga was in Mindanao? Never mind.
Yeah. And there is the most prepared division here before. That's Fort Magsaysay. That's where I was trained. Fort Magsaysay over here. in close to Cabanatuan.
There's another San Jose city up here, huh? There's
There-
more than one.
Yeah, there are lots
San
of
Jose.
cities. Yeah,
But there's like 2 San Jose's.
yeah, because there is double. Even here, there's some Fernando here in Pampanga. There's also some Fernando here. See, because the Spanish just keep on naming places. If they like to name this San Fernando, it is San Fernando, like that. So this is Holo. Okay, I was assigned. The people here are Tausug. Tausug. And you go further, this is Tawi-Tawi. Your mom supposed to be assigned there when she was rural.
Oh.
Yeah, imagine, it's down in the southernmost tip of the Philippines, Tawi-Tawi.
Wow.
But your mom is the uncle is a politician. He just called one call only. He was assigned here. Transfer here in Aklan here. See, Kalibo Aklan is where close to Boracay. Your mom have the rural here. So he was able to continue over here. This place in Visayas, Panna Island.
So, if you were to see these just as they appear on this map, are the yellow ones big cities and the
Yeah.
white ones small
Yeah,
cities or
little bit
small
small,
villages
yeah.
or something? And then, but if it's named, then that's the actual
The bigger,
province. So these are cities.
Yeah.
The dots are cities, but then everything named here are the provinces.
Yeah, the big names and big
All the-
and yellow are developed cities.
Ah,
These
okay.
are big cities. And the other one, there
See,
are
San Jose
only like a little bit rural towns, like that. So that's how they classify. So over here in Holo, the people there are Tausug. The Muslim people there are Tausug. Here in Marawi are called Maranaos. See, that's why the Philippines is composed of different tribes during that time. Now, since the Spanish came, and the one that they're using during is Spanish language, and then the Americans came. They brought these Thomasites. These are teachers from the United States. They sailed through this Thomas ship. They landed here in the Philippines. They are the one who teach education to the Philippines, English.
What year?
That was 46, like that.
So that
45.
was
45 or yeah, 45.
So that was right after after World War II?
World War II starts 1942, 41,
Ah.
because when they bombarded Hawaii, Pearl Harbor, December, that is December 1941, December 7, 1941, they bombarded ahead Hawaii, Pearl Harbor, and then the next day is the Philippines too. See, the Philippines was also bombarded. That's why during those times there are already Americans there teaching English, like that. Those are the soldiers. When the civilian teachers came, those are the Thomasites now. They are the one who teach English. That's why the medium of instruction was started as English in the book, communication, media. They are using English.
So your parents, my grandparents did you say they also became Thomasites or they
Yeah.
came from
Okay, the Thomasites were
they turned
scattered.
around and taught Filipinos the same thing who taught fellow
Yeah.
Filipinos.
They-
I see.
Like here in Cagayan Valley, the Thomasites also came there, because there are also some Americans assigned there. So the Thomasites teach my parents English to teach also the other Filipinos here in Mountain Province. And then also your mom's grandpa, also the Thomasites came here, and he was able to teach also English through these
And
Thomasites.
when you say mountain province again, what does that cover up there?
This Mountain Province is a Cordillera Caraballo mountain ranges.
Okay.
Caraballo, see? That's when you are here in Baguio, see? See, look at the mountain ranges up to Baguio. You are there. And that is more than 5,000 feet above sea level.
Oh, that's cool.
See?
Okay. I
So-
think we pause for today. Unless there's like much more, then I will start a new video. But is there like a wrap up that you have? Let me stop this.